to take care of these kind of disaster situation or pandemic. From procurement point of view, I am in a procurement department. So from procurement point of view, what can we do to make our supply chain more agile to take care of this? Like for one
This is
example,
what, when you are saying agile, what that meaning?
yeah, agile means like a supply chain should be, you can say flexible, or should be accommodative enough to take to take care of the changes and accommodate itself to those changes in a faster manner.
Agile mean, you know, agility mean is quickness or your responsiveness. Basically,
Right.
if you take the agile word and check from the dictionary, is mean
Right.
agility mean that you will reach to people on time and when they need that. So, and you will be very flexible. So there are many points in that procurement. People, you should have more than one supplier. You should be closer to your home. You should be not only cost oriented, you should be revenue oriented. There are many points are actually it is all upstream. Most of the points are upstream. So upstream procurement is upstream function in my opinion. So do you agree with me?
Yes, yes, yes.
So agility mean, you know, for example, you become more responsive if you are in making things in Mexico as compared to making things in Beijing. So we have to, and plus if you know your where is the problem. If you, for example, you go for procurement, you want to buy a finished good, and you should know all its ingredient, from where they are coming, which country or which region. So if you have any doubt about some region, you say, okay, no, you change your supplier. Otherwise, we are not going to buy. This is, you
Right.
know, and then most of the things you know, in my opinion, these are like procurement related. So you
Just to
become
add
agile.
with Mr.
Give me
Samir,
some examples. Some
just to add with Mr. Samir that as you
yes.
just say that although if we are not comfortable with the supplier base in terms of procurement, in that case we will try to get some alternatives accordingly. So what if like during this pandemic
Yes,
we all
we are
already
already doing this.
understood
I know if it's in procurement.
we all already understood the point that how much dependent we are on some of the countries. So that means in if you consider indirectly, they are already into a monopolistic situation right now in the procurement procedure. So how you're going to consider this one? I'm just adding with Mr. Samir, if I believe that will be helping the crowd.
Right.
See, monopolistic is not good in any case. In, you know, in a supplier base, you know, if you have a study the Potter's model, you know that the supplier or customer, they both shouldn't be monopolistic. Otherwise, you are in big trouble, and you don't have to go in that business. But again, because China is so super leading in all the things, you know, I love China. You know, when we were working with them, we are very few very few issues as compared to working with other countries. You know, we have problem with Pakistan. Then once we did a big deal of sheet set from India, and they are very good. But unfortunately, they couldn't deliver on the time. When I call him and I ask him, he said, "Oh, वो जहाज नहीं आया, ship नहीं आया, जिसने लेके जाना." So, uh, you know, that is not the right answer. You know, that is your supplier's job to make arrangement of everything. And if, you know, we have to, what actually we were managers are doing, we are forecasting, and our forecasting, our future plan is on our assumptions, and assumptions are based on reality. It's not just we were in our dreams, we are doing something in our experience. And I will tell you one thing. Uh, when my customers are coming and they were asking me about the delivery I was making a timeline and putting like as a project management. If you are familiar with the project management, is a project. Any delivery of a shipment is like a project. So you do each and everything, every activity, and give the time, then buffer zone, and then even then, and you go, okay, sir, we have difference of 15 days. So I say, no, we cannot. Then we go back again on table and talk with our suppliers and our everyone. Then we want to reduce it, the time limit with transportation, with manufacturing, with putting extra machines, with doing extra things. So these all things are doing. This is our job, basically, supply chain. We are, what is supply chain is meeting the demands and providing the supply. That is the job of a supply chain manager.
Yeah, Tanzil bhai, if you allow me, can I
And
add?
procurement is very important. You know, yes.
Should I add
Sure.
something? Yeah, thank you very much, Shah bhai. This is Wahid Anwar, head of supply chain for
Sure.
RPEC Bangladesh. So basically that, I just want to add actually, since we discussed about the agile supply chain or agile stuff actually. So basically that this is actually what we can react fast to the situations basically. For example, that since the pandemic has started, as a procurement personnel actually, how fast we can fix the alternative and how fast we can create different solutions and how fast we can add the changes actually basically. This is what we as a procurement personnel or supply chain personnel to understand the situation as fast as we can and forecast, then we can take some decisions actually. Just to add something in this.
See, when I talk about the contract, it is that exactly the things you said we should be spelled out in that contract, that how fast they will, if something happen, how fast they will recover, what they will do, what kind of backup they have, what kind of plan B or C they have. So exactly, I agree with you what you are saying. So it is not that everything will be good. No. Things can happen. First of all, we will pray that nothing go back. I'm always ready. As a professional, we will not just pray, but pray with the plan. That is my thing is that.
Yeah, just to add with that one, because why people are talking right now regarding this thing, Mr. Raja, why people are talking regarding this thing, because if you consider what's happening here, that is not a, right now we are not, this is one of the toughest time that actually appeared after 100 years. If you seek the trend, if you go with the history analysis, time series analysis, we are again into this pandemic situation after 100 years. So this is not the right, I mean, this is not the regular scenario when the normal procurement procedure will not be working here, because we are already having the toughest call where there is less sources, where there is less alternatives. So that in that case, what you think that could be a better solution right now?
Yes. The last question I didn't understand because it was kind of becoming like a echo or something like that.
Okay, the question was that was not a question. I'm just in aligned with that one, because we all procurement professionals always try to get some alternatives, which is a regular procedure of our activities, right? So in right now we are facing into a pandemic situation, which actually, if you go through the time series analysis, it has appeared after 100 years. 100 years back, there was another situation like that. So this is not a regular scenario. Now we have less alternatives. Now we have less sources. So what could be the best? What could be the best alternative right now? What could be the best decision right now to be taken by the procurement professionals to survive into the position, to survive as the fittest? What do you think?
You're asking me?
Of course, you're the boss here.
You already answered that. See, we are learning every day, and I will tell you one thing: after this pandemic, we will be more intelligent. We will be more intelligent and more professional in our job, because we are overcoming, I will tell you one thing. In the first food, but when I went outside, I see the local food, that bread company was doing better job as compared to multinational, because their manufacturing unit is here in Rawalpindi and they are providing foods. And I asked the shopkeeper that you are getting delivery every day. He said, sir, no problem, we are getting delivery every day. And even I know the things are becoming a little bit expensive, but most of the things are not expensive. They are almost same price. But we are learning more, and this why we are discussing this. If there will be no pandemic, we will not discussing this. That, and we are thinking, these people, about 2-3 dozen people are sitting together, and very intelligent minds of you all, and we are talking about these issues and solving this problem. But again, I will tell you one thing. Even in normal situation, we have always problem and always risks. So risks should be always calculated and taken care of beforehand. Proactive is very important. Becoming proactive is very important. You should take care of everything. And as you become more experienced, you're becoming more, and how to handle the situation. I know every day is a new problem, but since we are the master, we have solution for that. Sometimes it works 80%, time it works 90%, and some work 100%. So management job is to solve the problem, and problem will be always there. You think that it is easy going? No way. Even if pandemic is there or pandemic is not there. There are a lot of things are happening every day. Our competitors are coming with new things. Markets are coming with new things. Governments are coming with new things. And nature is also coming with the new things. So we have to combat with everything. That's our job. We get paid for that.
Great. Actually, that is something I used to say. That is something I used to say every time, that what is actually problem, the unexplored solution of anything. So if we really guys dealing with the solution, there is nothing called problem. And being a supply chain professional, there should not be any word called problem in our dictionary. That is what I used to say every time.
No, see, this is very romantic to say, there's no dictionary word, there is a problem. I don't want to say that there should be no problem. But, we should be trained to handle those problems. That is, for this reason, they hire you because you have experience. For this reason, they hire you. They pay you top of the line money. This is the way things happen. Any other question?
Yes, there is another one, Mr. Samsuddin Bhuya. He has raised his hand. May I request him to please elaborate the question to Mr. Raja?
Yeah, Mr. Samsuddin
Bhuyan. Good evening and assalamu alaikum, everyone.
You can listen and you can tell me.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening. It's a very immense pleasure for me to attend your classes. And really it was a nice discussion and very learning session as well for me. And your experiences were really appreciable for us as well. I just want to have some information, like this is a pandemic situation. So in my mind, I'm thinking as a supply chain professional, what should be our strategy as per current situation, and what should be the strategy and what are the steps, what are the issues we should take care in future, so that we can survive in our areas. Because as I am working in a textile and garments industry, lots of orders are.
Mr. Samsuddin, we missed some of your voices because that was not clear.
Okay, so I'm just asking. I
It
am
is
trying
hard
to
for
know.
me to.
Is it okay right now?
Yeah, it is okay. No, but you know, okay.
Okay.
See, we
I'm
talk
just
a lot of about your answer, about your question. We are already talk a lot about this thing. So I know there's a big problem in textile industry. So it will, in my opinion, you do your best. You know, in meanings that carry on your strategies, which you are already doing it, but do with more care. Uh, you have to more make your supply chain more visible and more talk with your customers regularly. You know, communication is very important. You should keep communicating with your supplier as well with your customers, so they will not get panic both sides, because you are, if you are in the middle place, you are in the manufacturing side, and you should be very uh, agile in communication. You know, you should tell them that this thing. And I will tell you one thing: if you have customer in US, they love to see the things reality, what is happening, and they know that what is going on. It is not that it is the only your factory or your country is affected. But if you do better than other people and you try to do better, spend more time on your job, use your special use your skills much better if you have. So that way you will be the winner. Is a, see, you I always, you know, give the example of obstacles race. Do you ever, you know, you have seen the obstacle race?
Yes.
You have idea? So we have to jump over obstacles, some hit the obstacle, coming every day new obstacles, and this is your, it's more energy. And I will tell you one thing: your profit will reduce too. You have to talk about more about your agility as compared to your efficiency.
Right.
You got my point?
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
You know, if I will go to, if I go to bazaar, I will get it what I got, because maybe next day I will not get that. Same thing, your profit margin will reduce definitely, but you will come up if you keep your customer happy, satisfied. I will tell you one thing: you will recover. You will make more money. You will have so many orders, because they will say, Mr. Shamas has provided us which other people didn't provide us. So next order placed to him, give to him. So don't be too much bargaining with your supplier or with your customer. You know, I can tell you, it is like you. If it is, I will give you example. If your girlfriend is, you know, your cup, and you want to go again with her because you like her, so you will do everything. Sometimes you have to accept our things, even you think it is not fair, but you have to. I think in this situation, your relationship it should be very good with both sides, with your upstream and with your downstream. And end of the day, you will be the winner. You know, this is my advice to you.
Great,
And
such a
keep them
nice, such a
visible.
such a romantic way in combination in the supply chain management. You see, you can that is the chemistry, right? So so
I will
that
tell you one thing. Yeah, yours. I will tell you one thing. Your suppliers are your, like your babies, you know, sometime, and your customers are sometimes your babies. You have to take care of them. Sometimes you have to pamper them, you know that. And I know, we have to, you know, sometimes you will be tough on them, you have to use both things. That is your personal skill. Intrapersonal skills are very important. But this is I will tell you one thing: a supply chain manager who has best skills are the most successful, because हमने तो सबके साथ काम करना है ना. We have to work with everyone, and our objective is to, I give the example of American football. I gave the example of obstacle race. It's also like American football. You have to take football, it basically is a handball, from one end to another end. And that is exactly supply chain is. And there are also many obstacles in, and you have to zigzag, adjust agility. You have to show, that they have two kind of teams. One when for attack and one for defense. So attack is more skinny. The skinny mean lean. The meaning of lean is skinny. Lekin furtile mean they walk. They are agile. They are twisting their body like going like this. Proper big bodies. They just you maybe break leg. So we don't have to, go hit to make it go like this. Moving. So that when we were not kid, but when we were young, we were watching a Transformer cartoon. It was like they're shaping their shape, changing the shape, and just moving through the things. So this is called supply chain, and this is, you have to, किसी को beg करना है, किसी को सलाम करना है. You have to do. कभी आपके भी हाथ में आएंगे वो, you can take revenge if you want to. I will tell you one thing. आपका भी दिन आएगा. One day will be yours too. Supply will come to you. Oh, sir, I have this much things. I want to sell. I got stuck with inventory. I say, okay, I'm your friend. At that time, you are not my friend. I'm not saying like this, but you can think about that. So, be sincere. I will tell you one thing. Trust is the first ingredient of supply chain. For example, once people come, one Pakistani supplier we had, he come and beg to me. We have so much inventory, got some order. I asked my sales team, they did manage something, they get the order. When I gave the order, he said, oh, he tried to, come back to me. I said, no way, no. It's my word to my supplier. Even I have to provide from anywhere, I will provide, because it is my credibility on stack, not yours. But after next, you will be gone. No more business with you. And I'm very compromised with, if someone give you hard time, I'm not talking about price, delivery. No more business with them. Then they know your mindset, that what you are, quality is big issue. Quality is big issue. They show you something and give you something else. For this reason, but I maybe Bangladesh is much better than Pakistan. I work with India, same thing. I work with Pakistan, they're worse. And I tell them, you suppliers are like hit and run. I use the terminology hit and run. एक दवा गला काटो, फिर कोई आए ना आए. Cut the meat and go home. Nice presentation and discussion.
So the butcher strategy, right?
Be flexible.
So the butcher strategy, yeah?
No, I don't want, because I don't want to use butcher. But if someone wants to cut you, you have to save yourself first.
Because you also have a muscle, right?
Like procurement guys should be very, very, that they should keep their scorecards of each supplier, scorecard. Quality, they have 5 out of 10. You know, they have delivery, they have 10 out of 10. This thing. So they should measure them. Price, they have this. And which is more important for your company? That will be weighted average. More weight should be to that thing. Like Shams is saying about procurement, he knows what your factory philosophy is: price, quality, timing, and everything. Sometimes we want everything, from our suppliers. So again, हम कहते हैं उर्दू में, जब अच्छा वक्त नहीं रहता तो बुरा वक्त भी नहीं. If good day doesn't keep forever, bad day doesn't stay forever. So do what best you can do in this situation. This is my philosophy. Do best. Do your best. Think how you can do better. Be polite with people. Don't be butcher. Like you said, be polite with people, because people are frustrated. Everyone is afraid. So give them thing that nothing will happen. So they need psychological, motivation, like you said. Your speaker was telling us. So motivate people, because depression is worst thing. Don't get depressed. As long as Allah is giving us food, our fans are on, electricity we have internet. So we have a little bit money. I will tell you one thing: the most suffer people are poor. In US, almost 80% people die who are not white, because they were poor. They couldn't afford to go to hospitals, and no one give them admission. So we are lucky in our countries, so we are good. So okay, try to keep money, cash. I'm talking about business. I have for, and I have few points. Let me tell you. I put here. So what you do? Okay, I couldn't find it, but I will send you. So these are the few things, like keep with your friends. I'm sorry, with your yeah. Like 5, 6 simple things. I'm talking about the business. Save the cash you have, because stay liquid. Try to keep money individually and also business. Then try to access new capital. Go to your bank, and then try to get help from governments, local or states, because governments are also giving money. They have packages. They have less subsidized loans. Try to get that if you can get, even if you don't need, but just take it. So in case, then visit your suppliers to renegotiate. To Mr. Shamas, go to them, renegotiate. We are dying. You should die too with us. So renegotiate. Then, and first go B2B. Business to business. Go to your supplier, your bigger customers, B2B. Then keep in touch with your customers. Like I told you, don't leave them alone. Keep them, calling them. We are here. I was talking with one of my students. He started business, but due to this pandemic, he has to close his business. He's selling rice. So he said, people are calling me where you are. I said, you're supposed to call them, not they're supposed to call you. Call them and tell them that I'm my home. I'm here. I'm not leaving you. I will come as soon as the things are becoming better. I will come. So people will know that you, God forbid, you didn't die, you are there. So try to go online as soon as possible. This is for businesses, all businesses. The new business model is online business. You know, you have to be working more online like we are working. Use CRM to reach your customers, re-establish relationship. Agar, if you have done some mistake in past, call them and say, we are sorry, maybe we will die. Use some emotional tricks, and make them, say next time, if, we were very sorry if I speak loud with you, or, we didn't fulfill our promise or your things. You are right, we were wrong. So, just say, galti maan liya. So then home delivery services with very attractive prices. I'm talking about these local businesses. So try to home deliver things with very attractive price. Don't raise your prices. Like I told Mr. Shamas, your margin will be less, but maybe your expenditure will less too, because you need something for survive. Higher customer service. It is very important. In this our area is already customer service is at its lowest. Make more customer service. Get breaks in utility bill from provider. If your bills are more, just go to the providers and tell them. In Pakistan they are giving you like 3 months no payment, or subsidized payment. They do like that. That will make your cash flow better. Then convert your business into virtual businesses, like we are doing, I'm doing. We are teaching from homes. We are not going to universities. Then customize your showcase and showcase your product to the customers. Make their pictures or their videos, things that they know what kind of things you are selling. Then take extra hygiene care and demonstrate this to your customers. Show you are wearing gloves, you are wearing mask, you are very, very careful about hygiene. So anything you are buying from us is hygienic. Same thing you have to do with international customers. Any product, particularly garment people, you show them that what kind of hygienic process you are doing to make it corona free or germ free product. Revamp your inventory model. Like I said, keep the necessary things, go extra mile to help your customer. This is the last but not the least. Go extra mile. So these are like 15, 16 points I have. So for the local businesses, and you can use also in for international businesses. So customer service or CRM is part of supply chain management. So, right? Anything else? I think you people are sleeping now. I'm so boring.
No, sir, we are all here, sir. We are enjoying the session.
We are actually having fantastic. We are having fantastic things from you, and I just remember one thing. I just remember one thing in the last session. Here our one of our beloved brother here, Mr. Zubair Hassan, he was also talking about the same thing that you mentioned here, that he is also dealing with the garments industry, and they are talking with the supplier base that yes, we are also dying, you are also dying, so let's renegotiate again. So let's discuss about the price back again. So how we can get benefit out of you. So Zubair bhai, you are already here, so you just rocked, huh? So this is the reality we are practicing over here. So that's fantastic, and we are learning from things that is happening in real. So here, Mr. Ali Akbar is here. He wanted to ask some question to you. I believe he's ready with the question. I think we have already. And here's Mr. Raja ready for you.
I just want to share that Tanzil bhai and Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Raja. I'm Ali Akbar Mojumdar and I'm from Megna Group of Industries. As I am working here in the Deputy Manager Supply Chain in the Planning Department, basically. And from the very beginning of your discussion, I just agree with you that the most important part of supply chain is the planning, planning, and planning. This is what we all should do.
Yeah, I'm the
And based
champion
on
of
this
planning.
planning, we all, yes, we all should, we all can run the supply chain very smoothly. But during this pandemic in Bangladesh, the concept of supply chain is really still yet to be implemented in full manner, because most of us
Yes,
thinking about this only procurement and distribution. That's the core part
I
from
know, I
Bangladesh
know,
point
I
of
know,
view.
I know.
And
I
here
agree.
we are facing a big challenge in this case. And but right now during this pandemic situation, COVID-19, our organization is facing a big time trouble uh, here, because we all actually were unaware of this pandemic condition, which is this is which will be lasting this long. So, considering this, the present situation, we all are suffering from raw material and packaging material availability. Not only us, but as well as our partner in progress, those who are suppliers from of our packaging materials
Yeah,
and
right,
raw materials,
agree.
they are also suffering the big time.
Yes,
And
yes,
in this case, besides that, we thanks to Bangladesh government that they have to sustain the economic condition, they actually permitted that the transport system, so that we can continue our business during this that so that the Bangladesh won't fall into such in bad condition. But
right.
the situation in somewhat cases also proves wrong, maybe proving wrong, because today the uh, uh, actually the people who actually affected by COVID-19, it crossed over 1600 just in one day, in one day. But
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe this will we are all hoping that this will change very soon. Just I want to
yeah,
know
right.
from you, I have the question that I want to ask, that is what strategy should we follow during this pandemic situation that which occurs very suddenly, because we are all thinking about raw material and packaging material for a very considering our safety and cycle stock, whichever the lead time and our warehouses stock capacity. Considering that,
See, I
we are
think you
all
should,
keeping our
in my
stock
opinion,
in that manner.
you should be a little bit more innovative. And I don't know exactly, what kind of business you are doing, but you should be like become more innovative. Packaging, sometime what you are selling. Sorry, I couldn't understand. You're selling what? Your product is?
Yeah, I'm talking about that we are suffering so from raw material and packaging material, because we are in a FMCG
Uh,
business,
Mr.
the fast
Akbar,
moving
No, I
consumer
want
goods
to.
business.
Mr.
So
Akbar, Mr. Raja is asking that what type of industry you are actually representing there. So what is your product and services? This is what he's asking.
FMCG, nah, our product is fast moving consumer goods. That is the daily necessity of the
Which
people.
which one? Oh yeah, I know.
What we call, yes,
Yeah, I will tell
yeah.
you one thing. I was buying yogurt from Nestle, and I see suddenly they're changing the packaging. They become like different packaging, even though doesn't look good, but they are. So you should be very innovative and do things. And again, I will tell you one thing: is almost 2 months. Your supply should be again online too, because a lot of governments have already allowed a lot of businesses to work with some precaution, of course. So they should work for you. You can go to other suppliers. Maybe you can find other suppliers of those packages, and maybe you have to pay a little bit extra. This is another thing. And push them. And and another strategy is, in my opinion, suggest them. Sometimes they don't have you know mind. They don't think like you can think, because you are honestly, I work with my suppliers. Sometimes because they are working as on a status quo. They are on status quo. They don't want to change. But if you tell them without compromising their profit, they will help, maybe they will work for it. So just go and tell them, because something is better than nothing, like they said, if you can get the 30% of your supply, that means you are at break even, you can survive, you can run. So go them, talk with them, and since you know more, they know less, you can, maybe they will work, it will work for you. This is my, but do the analysis, do and look for what your competitors are doing. Just check them too, what your competitors are doing, how they are getting their supply. Just do some spying on them, right? Agree?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I got it.
So there is another question.
You are see, this is tough. These are tough and different situations. You have to do innovation. You have to do more research. This is the way you can. And I know you are smart. Because we are working, we are smart. So we can find some solution with different information. You try to get more information. And sometimes people don't give you information. I know people are like that. They don't want to tell you. So go and investigate yourself. Instead of getting information from them, just go to the, हम पंजाबी में उर्दू में कहते हैं झूठों के घर तक जाओ. Go to the home of, go to the horse's mouth. वहां से सुनो कि क्या information. All right, thank you.
Great. So there is another question.
Any other question? Because I'm get tired,
Yeah, it's all.
My.
So there is another question that is coming from Mr. Ariful Islam.
Yes, I can see that. Arif Islam, he just came in. Yeah.
Walaikum assalam.
Really grateful to meet with you as a supply chain expert.
Thank you.
My question, now we are food and beverage company. I am working as a head of material management. Due to pandemic situation, this time our company season is peak period, but sales has dropped due to corona issue. We are facing material management problem. Actually, our all material, raw and packaging material come from Europe based on lead time 4 months and Asia country 3 months.
Yes.
As per previous planning, we are arranging peak period considering sales forecast material, but due to drop sales, lot of material we are receiving from import, and some material shelf life is very
short. Yeah, I know that.
Now, that situation as a material manager.
See, these are the tough times. You have to manage the things. Yes.
Yes.
Tanzil, can you explain me a little bit, because I didn't understand what was his question.
Actually, till of now, he has come up with the real scenario that as at a food and beverage company, what are the complications he is facing due to these corona issues, and the most of the cases the products are the raw materials are coming from the Europe zone and with very limited lifespan. So they already have this sort of like shortages, and they have some unpredicted traceability, like they're facing a lot of issues with their planning, demand issues, other things. So what, as a material management expert, as a material expert management professional, what would be the best remedy to do at this moment right now to survive with the situation?
Okay, as I can understand, there's a shortage of raw material because it's coming from Europe.
Some shortage of raw material and some excess.
Yeah, some excess. Yeah, it happens. I know it happens because. So then you work on shortages and try to get rid of excess. Can you do that?
Sorry, I could not understand your question.
Arif bhai, the thing is like, let me help you. Let me help you because there is network issues. So let me help you in that way. শর্টেজ আর যে সারপ্লাস যে ইস্যুসটা আছে, তো এখানে কি আপনি শর্টেজটাকে কি আপনি কোনোভাবে মিটিগেট করতে পারবেন, বা সারপ্লাসটাকে দিয়ে কি কোনোভাবে অ্যাডজাস্ট করে, whether it is possible to adjust in between this thing and make into a parallel situation like this? Is it possible in your case?
Possible only for packaging material, but raw material shelf life, if not consumed, then shelf life will be expired. This
Yeah,
is the
I
threat for me.
understand that. You are in big dilemma, because actually what happens, some raw materials coming from Europe and some locally, and they mix it and make the product. So their local product they have, but their imported is not. So they are no stuck. So some materials becoming expired, and some material they don't have. This is a very scary situation. I will tell you one thing. So I will tell you one thing. What should your company should go back to your supplier, local supplier, and tell them that we have this issue, and get as much as concession or something from them. What is the things you have expiration? Sugar
No,
or
it's
chemicals?
flavor. Some flavor, some pulp. Our company
Yeah,
is food and beverage and juice product.
What company you are? What you are making juice?
Juice and beverage.
Yeah, juice and carbonated beverage.
Yes, carbonated beverage.
So
Carbonated
what
beverage.
you don't have
only
what you don't have carbonated, and you don't have the concentrate.
Sorry.
You don't have the concentrate. Your concentrate come from Europe.
Yeah, beverage, carbonated beverage flavor come from
Okay,
Europe.
which company you are? You are not Coke and Pepsi, right?
Yeah, our brand name is Mojo, Clemon, like that Coke and Pepsi.
It is a
Our
franchise.
flavor
Your franchise.
come from German farmers.
Mr. Raja,
Your franchise.
This is actually a local manufactured brand. Very
Oh,
much
okay.
very
So they
famous
are
here
local.
in our country. Yeah, but also export quality. They're also exporting from our country to other countries in the world.
Yeah, actually, I will tell you one thing. They should airlift their raw material from Europe. That's the only choice you have. If you want to save two things: your customers, your sales, and your material which is going to expire. So you have to airlift that. Or if you have some alternative from India or from China, do you have, Mr.
We have not imported any China. We are our all material, 90% material come from Europe country, German.
Yeah, so
Farmanis.
then you have to bring by air. Or how long it will take? You think 4 months? Maybe their factories are closed too, right? They are not producing.
4 months.
How come
From
it's 4
LC,
months?
from LC opening to arrival at our factory.
You must be LC's already open. It's not open. You don't give a blanket LC to them.
Yeah.
Blanket LC.
Tanzil bhai,
No.
বুঝতে পারছেন কথাটা।
Yeah, but you have to do something to decrease your lead time. That is the only thing you can do, and then you trade off. Trade off means you sit down and make a list that how much loss we have by expiration of this thing, and how much we are going to money spent by airlifting. So if airlifting is less than expiration, then you go by airlifting. If not, then you check another factory, your customers and your sale. So you have to make a balance sheet that you have to airlift it. You have to try to buy from some other countries, because you are not a franchise. You can use some other product too, other alternative product too, in my opinion, because I worked for Pepsi 5 years. I know that.
Okay.
So you can use.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your nice suggestion.
I hope, because it is, a lot of people have these issues. which is, I am afraid there's no quick solution for that. And I know a lot of people will get a lot of losses. I know that. This is like a emergency situation. It's like war situation. Right, Tanzil?
Yes, absolutely. In that case, what's happening when we are discussing about this thing, that time actually it reminded that I'm thirsty. And I went to get I requested my daughter to get a juice for me. So I instantly I
Yeah.
got this Milo for me. My daughter brought me this Milo. And this is manufactured here in Malaysia. But the thing,
Yeah.
this straw was earlier that was made by plastic, and that was actually imported from China. And this time
Yeah.
I found this one into a paper made one, So what they
Yeah.
did,
Yeah. See,
and
this called innovation. This
exactly,
called innovation.
this paper made thing,
Another thing
actually
is
they are
another.
making this one
Yeah.
into Malaysia. So ultimately what's happening,
Yeah.
this is also saving them from this pandemic. They are having the source from the country. At the same time, that is also environment friendly, and that is called innovation. Thank you very much, because this is something that we can learn from this situation, that truly make
Yeah.
that will
See,
truly make
they
us
are saying
smart enough.
there's always silver lining in the problems. See, this is silver lining. We say that invention is the mother of necessity. So you invent things when you need those things. Like they, instead of plastic, they made the paper one, and it is very, very environment friendly paper. It's just finish it. And you have the paper, because I know you have the paper. You can. Okay, sir. I think I should leave now. It was
Yes,
a pleasure talking with you. I was
that
not
was
thinking
an
it this
amazing
goes so
session.
long.
That was, yeah, I told you earlier. I told you earlier that every time I make the plan for 90 minutes, but it always take up to like 2 hours. So half an hour is always
No, it's
buffer.
okay. It's okay. There's some. We should divide this in things like 2 time. Maybe. So, inshallah, if you have questions, and I will tell you one thing. No one has every answer. Keep this in mind. And particularly when you are in a situation, you are more into that. You can give more better. We can give the journal things. I give you the guidelines, but ultimately these are you people who are doing the things. This is my opinion.
Very true, and that is the beauty of all learning. So that was amazing having you with us today, because we learned so many things, and we learned a trend. We learned through this time series analysis, because you have started when we didn't know anything. Even when you started that time, actually I was not even born. So that is something that the
Yeah.
expertise and experiences, that is the expertise
Yeah.
and experiences that will help us to decide the future, because you know the basic things. You are expertise with the typewriter. At the same time, you also use this computer. So
Yeah, I know. I know.
so
Computer PC come in front of me.
true.
When
So
we were
this is
going
the
university,
beauty.
there was no PC. We were working on mainframe.
Exactly. So that's the reason why when there is a situation like this, you know how to go back to the
Yeah.
I mean
For
the
us, no
basic mode.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there, we know with that time previously we know how to write the
See, I
letters,
will
but
tell you
our
one
our
thing.
kids doesn't know about this.
I will tell you one thing. We can survive even without phone, because we used to landline phone. So but maybe. Okay, sir.
So thank you so much, and I would like to request you all to turn your camera on, because we need to frame this session. We need to keep is with us, because I mean Mr. Isro Raja is here with us today.
Want to do? What do you want me to do?
You just keep like this, smiling, and we want to frame your
Okay.
photo with us. That's it.
Okay.
We want to
Yeah.
keep it remembered.
I was always telling that teachers are becoming actors. They are like, we are in entertainment business.
Yeah,
We are
very
like
true, and that's the reason
actor
why
and we are performing.
you are
Honestly.
evergreen. You are evergreen with us. So let's make it happen. And at the same time, it's like The thing is, like,
Okay.
I also shared the link into your group, so I would like to request you to please approve my request so that other people who couldn't manage themselves to witness this session, they will be, it will be helpful
Okay.
for
Okay.
them in the later time. And let's all please
Sure.
leave the
Sure.
camera. So let's take a snap. Let's make the memory for long time.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah. And I believe we have, that was the only, that was the just beginning. There are a lot of things that we will be able to learn from you in the coming days. So
Inshallah.
so
Inshallah.
next time, inshallah, we'll get you for again back with us, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So
All of you
okay.
are requested to pray for us for
Yeah.
come back to normal situation.
Yeah, I
And
know everyone is, but I know. But
yeah,
don't
please.
get nervous, because when you become nervous, you will do more. Maybe you do more mistakes. So I know
Yeah.
it is natural. Becoming nervous is natural.
So I'd like to
All right.
request you all to please open your camera so that we can take this on as a casual gesture that I always used to say. So let's
Yeah.
frame it like that.
You have to.
So let's frame it like that. So be ever youth, and let's be evergreen with our evergreen personality here with Mr. Isra Raja. So
Thank
thank
you.
you so much for being with us, and that was really an amazing session with you. We all loved the session and hope to see you again back with us. And as we wish and pray for your long life with healthy smile.
Amin.
Stay home, stay
Amin.
safe. Amin.
Thank
Assalamu
you.
alaikum. It's
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
thank you all for
Okay,
being
Allah
here
Hafiz.
for the session 8 of Later Inside Out with Tanzil. This time, Mr. Isra Raza was with me, and that was really amazing session with all of us. I believe you all enjoyed, and hope to see you back again on 22nd GMT Bangladeshi time 4 p.m. with Dr. Mudassir Ahmed, and he will be discussing about the demand planning and forecasting issues during the crisis moment. And I believe you all will be joining with us in the session. That will be another big session, and we will be learning back
Yes.
again with a lot of new things there. And likewise, Mr. Isra Raja, he is another resource, another global resource and guru and mentor at the same time for the supply chain people around the world. So hope to see you on 22nd. Till then, stay safe at home, stay healthy, and keep praying for each and everyone in the world. So let the
Okay,
Almighty
Allah.
make rescue and cure the world as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Stay safe with a
Thank
healthy
you.
smile. Assalamu alaikum. Take care. Bye bye.
Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum
Walaikum
salam.
assalam. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye, Kiva.
Yes, exactly. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.